ladies and gentlemen, this little video here gonna be defending Daniel Bryan against some lame arguments. He loses ratings in the third hour when he main events Raw. All the fucking Raws lose ratings in the third hour. 4.5 million, 4 million, 3.9 million. Because the third hour is boring. You know, Raw is long. 3 hours long, and it sucks. That's why they usually lose ratings in the third hour, no matter who fucking main events the show. You know, last week's Raw got a 2.9, and it's because of Bryan. What about Triple H? You know, who's fighting Bryan? Why can't it be Triple H's fault? People tune into Raw. They see Hogan and Cena. You know, Cena using Hogan to get pathetic cheers. No Undertaker, no Lesnar. Why is it just Bryan's fault all the time? It's not Bryan's fault all the time. He's childish. The yes stuff might be a little bit on the simple side. Yeah, a little bit on the side, not that much, but his promos aren't geared towards children. His fans are adults and shit, unlike Cena. His promos aren't like Cena-ish, where it's, you know, geared for kids. It's pretty much geared for everyone. His matches are repetitive. You know, there's some truth to that, obviously, but every match is fucking repetitive. In WWE, for example, you've seen Orton against Bryan like 25 times. That makes it seem even more repetitive, but Bryan does new moves here and there in his matches. You know, at least his moveset is, you know, more good. Better, it's good, it's decent, it displays more talent or something than a John Cena, for example, or any other fucking wrestler. His moves might be repetitive, but they're good. And he can do a shitload of other moves. He does other moves in his matches. Of course, the finishers and the running drop kicks are going to be repetitive, just like every other wrestler is repetitive, but at least Bryan is good, and he's the best wrestler in WWE. With that said, people say he's overrated, you know, but I personally do not think so. I personally think he is the best in WWE, and other people might think he's overrated, but that's more of like an opinion. And I don't share that opinion. I think he's hot, and I think he's pretty goddamn good. He's too small. Again, there's some truth to that. And I would have agreed with this in the time of Hogan or whatever. But times have changed. You know, it is what it is. There's not as many big men with talent anymore. You know, plus in the old days, they were taking roids, you know, a normal-sized man in the old days packing roids. You know, no wonder they were all fucking huge, okay? So no more big men, no more roids, so they gotta take what they can get. If Bryan can sell, then fucking go with it. Why, you know, not use him just because he's not big and tall or whatever? Seems a bit counterproductive in my opinion. And nowadays you got Floyd Mayweather's, a bunch of MMA guys who are small, tiny, and they make a shitload of money fighting, and they're super fucking popular. So why would WWE not use smaller guys? And the big thing there, you guys are gonna boo him in the future, blah, blah, blah. As it stands, I like Bryan. if he happens to do a bunch of bad shit, I'm gonna mention it. I'm gonna say, what the fuck's up with Bryan doing all of this bad shit? I'm not the kind of guy who lives in denial. You know, for example, Chris Benoit, we all liked him as a wrestler. And then when he killed his family, we all stopped, liking him. Okay, bad example, but you get the point there. If Bryan does stuff in the future, if he starts raping people in the crowd, if he comes out and wrestles like Cena, if he's cutting Cena promos, then I'll say, hey, what's with Tiny Cena or whatever. But as it stands, I think Daniel Bryan is beautiful, and I think he's fucking good and on the mic. So, if people talk shit against him in the future, that is irrelevant to Daniel Bryan's greatness. I thank you. Until next time, peace.